Alright, good morning. It is very early this morning. I think I woke up around 3:30, went to the bathroom, tried to go back to bed, didn't really work. I think I got up around 4:30, so I've been up for a little while now. I actually saw a video this morning talking about proticity compared to electricity and the movement of protons compared to electrons and stuff, so I've been looking into that this morning. But other than that, I've kind of just been chilling, taking my time. I will show this. Very thankful to everybody who has listened to the new EP. This has only been out for a day now. And SoundCloud has a feature where you can promote your tracks and put them in front of new listeners. So I'm sure a lot of that is new listeners, but still, if anybody who watches the vlogs has also checked out the new music, I really appreciate it. I guess I still got paint on my finger. I guess I still got paint on my finger from yesterday, from painting the walls. But yeah, talking about the music and stuff, I'm very grateful and thankful for everybody who supports my music, my content, everything that I do, because this is what I'm passionate about, you know? I just wanted to take a second this morning to say thank you, you know, to reiterate my gratitude, because it means a lot. I'll also show this quickly. Don't mind my old Minecraft mouse pad there. But yeah, so this is basically what I was writing down for proticity. And then this one would ideally go before that, right? And that's more stuff there. So I'll let people pause and read if they want. But yeah, like I said in my last vlog and in my content, I'm a nerd. I like looking stuff up and getting the information because I like having information and being able to pass it on. And, you know, who knows, maybe I'll be able to pass my notebook on to people in the future and they can get some valid info from it, you know? I do want to do a video looking into my sketchbooks and notebooks, so if that sounds interesting, definitely leave a like and let me know in the comments if that sounds cool to you. So I was just editing the vlog from yesterday and I've realized I was falling asleep. So I think I'm going to go back to bed for a little bit. But an idea I just had before I go back to sleep for a little bit is the taxes and the system. And I know I've criticized them a lot before because I don't think the system really works how it is. But in a capitalist system where everybody just wants to like offshore the work and make everybody else do the work for them, doesn't taxes make the most sense in terms of like you can help the most people with the money you make and you don't even have to know where the money's going or who you're helping? But then the other side of that argument is, okay, well, if you don't know where the money's going or who you're helping, it's probably going to get taken advantage of by the people in power, right? And then it goes back to a question of, is it a problem with the money and the taxes in our system, or the people in power who are taking advantage of it, right? Pathocracy. F's sake. And now I'm smoked, so I'm just awake enough that I don't want to go to sleep, but I'm tired enough that I want to go to sleep rather than staying up, so I'm kind of in that weird middle ground. I might just have coffee and tough it out for the day with a few hours of sleep and then go to bed early tomorrow, you know? I kind of flip-flop like that because my brain's always on kind of thing, you know? Alright, I got some coffee. Now it's back to work. I probably did manage to get a little extra sleep there because I find sometimes if my body does that, it's just catching up on some sleep and then I wake up and I feel more energized than I did before, right? Kind of mini naps. And look at that, new vlog uploaded with no issues with copyright and multiple thumbnails again to see which one works best. Let's go. Also, I just realized I didn't end up explaining why we had two different types of spaghetti last night, or pasta. The one on the right in yesterday's vlog was actually a sauce made with moose, because one of my dad's co-workers hunted it, and they used some of it for pasta sauce, but it was a little on the sweet side. And we compared it to the one that my mom makes that had sausage in it, and it was more on the savory side, and we ended up mixing them together, and it was actually really nice. But yeah, just wanted to update you and let you guys know what the whole two separate pasta things was about, you know? Alright, so the last clip I showed was my dad working on a brisket. He's gonna cut it up and make some Montreal smoked meat, which I guess they were saying for the States or other places is kind of like pastrami, but instead of boiling at the end, we steam it. So it kind of keeps more of the flavor in there while still adding that moisture back. Because I feel like boiling would kind of get rid of that flavor, right? But anyways, my dad's working on that, and he was talking about how some people might not understand the whole cutting fat or the marbleization of the meat, but basically because the different parts of meat have different fat contents and marble differently, he's gonna cook them somewhat differently, but then mix them all together at the end to get the best of the fattier meat and then the meatier meat. You know what I mean? And I'll also mention quickly, he is planning on keeping the fat he cut off of the meat, and I'm pretty sure he was talking about adding them to sausage, because sometimes they can be too dry and not have enough fat in them, so you can add some fat from other animals to help with the moisture in the end and the cooking process, you know? But yeah, we try to do it ethically and use all the meat and the fat and the bones that we get. If we have a chicken, like we used to have like up to 40 chickens on our property in the country in Ontario when I was growing up, and when they would die or when we had birds that, you know, we'd carve them up for meat. But then we would take the carcasses and make soup or bone broth from that, and it always tasted great. But yeah, it's always coming from a point of view of using the whole animal and everything we get from them. My parents were never really in. My parents were never really too big on the organs and stuff, so we didn't do those necessarily. But there are some people that even like those, right? So shout out to them. We did end up giving the organs to other family who did eat them, so even those got eaten, you know? Trying not to let anything go to waste and circle of life, right? Sorry to the homies that aren't as big into meat. My parents definitely are, and I'm trying to move away from it a bit, especially with how society farms animals and all that stuff and treats animals. But you know, part of the society we live in, you know. And to be fair, native and indigenous cultures also ate animals, not just plants, right? But they had a more ethical and like permaculture way of farming, right? They gave thanks not only to the animal but to the earth for providing it to them. They used all the parts of the animal, and then they knew that it would be sustainable enough, and they weren't just like completely monocrop agriculture, desolating the land just for like one crop or one livestock. You know what I mean? They were using the land rather than abusing it. But yeah, since I got some coffee in me and I'm pretty awake now, I think I'll actually go up and walk on the treadmill a little bit while my parents are getting ready, because I gotta wait for them to be ready to help them with painting the guest room. You know, I can't do it all myself, but you know, teamwork makes the dream work, and many hands make for light work, right? But yeah, I'm gonna go up, hit the treadmill, maybe even get a shower in, and then we'll see what the day has in store. So, a little bit of a change of plans here. I was gonna go up and hit the treadmill, but my parents said, no, actually, we're gonna go out for a walk, so you can come with us and get some fresh air even. And I kind of like that idea more than just hitting the treadmill and walking in place inside, so I will probably get some footage of that. I'm just gonna let my phone charge up, and then we'll probably go for a walk together, so I'll show you some more clips of Quebec. Well, since I have to wait for a little bit for them to get ready, I think I'll go for a shower quick. So I'll see you in a bit. We're down here at the boat launch at the end of this road, and I'll flip the camera around, but there's a bunch of icebergs on the top of the water here floating around. It looks so cool. Check this out, eh? They're moving pretty quick too. It's so beautiful out here. And it's like water as far as the eye can see, right? All right, we made it to the end. Look at how quick it's moving out here, right? Later in the day now, just got a haircut and went for another shower. Second one of the day. Doesn't usually happen that way, but let me update y'all. What did we do? We went on a walk and I showed you some videos of that. My phone died on the walk, but we went out for lunch, came home, I had a little bit of a nap, and then I went and did the second coat of paint in the second guest room, got a haircut, went to shower. Now I'm recording this. This is a few hours later now, and we still got a few things left on the to-do list, but getting stuff done. And I had my second coffee today too, so I'm trying to stay up and active. But yeah, waking up early kind of messed up my schedule, but hopefully I'll get a good sleep tonight, and then we'll be up early tomorrow to head down to Ontario. Let's get it. I'll give you another look outside while I'm here. You can see it's gotten a little cloudy since earlier. But I asked my mom how I could help with cooking up food, and she said I could start on bacon, because we're going to make some English muffin bacon and eggers. That's what one of my old co-workers at Loblaws used to call them, but bacon and egg sandwiches on English muffins, like they do at Tim's, you know. Gotta love Timmy's. But yeah, so I'm going to go up and start on that, and then I'll hopefully get a clip later of the finished sandwiches. And then I think we're doing tuna melts for dinner, because then they can also travel well tomorrow. And that's basically like tuna, cheese, and peppers mixed together with some mayonnaise on some burger buns, and then you cook them in the oven. It's blessed. But yeah, so I'll get to work on that, and I'll show you the results, hopefully. After dinner now, the tuna melts were splendid. Sorry if it hasn't been the most eventful vlog. We're just, you know, getting everything ready for tomorrow. Gonna be up early. I'm gonna set an alarm for 7, and we'll get going by 9. But yeah, I'll probably just be chilling out for the rest of the night. Not planning on doing too much. Not planning on doing too much else, you know. Getting ready to go for tomorrow. I'm gonna set my alarm for 7. That'll be like the latest I want to wake up, and then we should be out of here by 9. And then hopefully I can get some footage of that as well. I should be back home around midday tomorrow. But yeah, that being said, if you enjoy the vlogs, make sure to leave a like, share, and comment your favorite part so I can add more in the future vlogs. And make sure to subscribe, not only to help us build the community, but so you never miss a new video. Alright, bright and early this morning. Except it's not very bright, and it's not super early. It's like 7 in the morning. Got a little bit of freezing rain last night, I guess. But yeah, just getting ready, packing up all my stuff, and I'll try to keep you guys as posted as possible. I'll try to give you guys updates and show you guys the process, you know? So I got my laptop packed up. Got my mic and my light in here. I got my notebook and stuff, and then my list of stuff that I need to pack. And my phone is charging right now. I think I'm making pretty good pace. I just cleaned out my bong and my smoking stuff is basically all packed up, ready to go. So yeah, now I'll probably get to packing the car, or we'll pack the car once everybody's stuff is all together. Alright, I changed the water in here. Obviously it needs to clean when I get back, but I have some water for the road. My smoking stuff is packed up, and this is the last stuff I need to get packed up before we go. Besides throwing stuff in the car, but that should only take like 5-10 minutes, so I think we're set. Alright, I just had my last smoke and we're about to back up the car. So this is the last time we'll get to see this beautiful view for a while, but hopefully we'll get to see some nice ones in Ontario too, right? We made it. We got back around 2:30. It's around 5 now. I'm not feeling 100% because it's a lot warmer in Ontario than it was in Quebec, and I think the quick change of temperature and elevation, whatever, kind of mess with my head because I have one of those kind of migraine or headaches where my head feels like it's gonna explode and my body doesn't feel 100%, but we're getting through it. But yeah, I don't have too much more planned for tonight. I'll probably take it easy, maybe work on unpacking a few things and getting the vlog put together and edited. Hopefully I can get it uploaded either tonight or tomorrow for you guys, and then we'll see what the future has in store, right? But I'll leave this one here for now. If you enjoyed the vlog, make sure to leave a like, share, and comment your favorite part so I know what to add more of in the future. And subscribe not only to help us build the community, but so you never miss a new video. But that being said, I'll leave this one here for now. Thank you for tuning in. Like I say in all my videos, I love you, stay safe, good luck, and take it easy.